Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Pewdiepie's Tuba Simulator. Found that things are taking longer and longer and longer to arrive. So I'm kind of glad we switched up to at least a 2-day recording on this. Otherwise, we are going to find ourselves with nothing to talk about. Although today we do have something to talk about. There has been an update to the game. If you haven't picked it up, make sure that you pick it up at least in the next 3 days. If you're playing this or you were playing it and you aren't sure if you want to go back to it, I understand. But realize that there is an update and there is something going on that I don't have all the details on, but it ends in 3 days. And it's this Check My Crib event. So you can publish your room, and I'm not quite sure what that does yet because I've not yet had a chance to review the patch notes. The basic patch notes did not say anything. So that didn't tell me much. So I'm just guessing. Let me take a look real quick, because the basic patch note said nothing. And I'm not finding anything in the web search on it. So I didn't see anything on PewDiePie's channel either. So I'm not sure what this event is. But who knows? Publish your room. You got to go to the room, and whatever the event is, you may get something for it. And while we're in here, we're going to do our weekly friend check, or every other day friend check, sorry. And I'm going to mention before I get too far into this that if you would like to be added to my list of friends and the list of my subscribers' friends, put your name in the comments, your username for the game, so we know who to add. And we will add you, and as always, every day sending gifts to our friends. So those guys all got gifts. If you want gifts too, drop your name. Let's check out the rooms. Getting pretty crowded in here, but he's got some black hole doors and not really sure what kind of patchwork quilt that is going on there, but he moved his dinosaur pit. And it looks like he got a stand up and some other things. So some pretty cool things actually. And Invisigoth's room is pretty cool because he's a higher level, so he gets to see all the cool stuff. So good job. Jacksepticeye's room. Again, I'm pretty sure this is designed by the people at Outermine, not actually Jacksepticeye. But it does show off some of the cool, neat little stuff you can get when you're higher or that is available. Let's check out Joe Schmug's room. He's got some dragons. Very inventive. Looks like he got a drone. Pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. His own little arcade game. I used to have a bunch of those. But it looks like he's overrun with dragons. So might want to call an exterminator. And Matthew 1008. He's spilling out his toxic waste and got a pretty good design on his wall. Pretty good coverage. It's got his guard spider on top of his cooler. Pretty neat. His Campusaur's looking out the window. And let's look at PewDiePie himself's room. He's changed it a little bit, so there we go. Looks like we got a death match with an audience. Whatever floats your boat. There we go. So the friend part's done. So that's cool. And it looks like, from what I understand, these are coming back. The votes in the lover room and all that stuff will be coming back soon. I know I read something about that in the patch notes, that they would be re-enabled as soon as they could be. So they are probably on the way. So what we purchased this time was this drink, toxic waste barrel, and this Tower of Skulls. So got a nice theme going here. At level 17, these are the things that unlocked. And we are working our way through them. Gonna be probably 18 tomorrow. Probably next time I come on will be 19, because it seems like we've been getting pretty close to 1.5 to 2 levels every couple of days. So not really racing to the end, kind of enjoying the chase. A lot of the stuff we bought I put back into storage so we'd have some room. Kept the guitars, even though none of those look anything like my guitar, so that's okay. Maybe there'll be one later. We'll see. A little hanging plant. Trying to keep it comfortable and not too crowded. And once we get to the point where we can do a theme that we want, then we'll do a theme. But I just don't feel like we have what we're looking for yet. So looking at this from the perspective of like The Sims, I can't design my house the way I want it at this moment. So we'll get there. So we're making some videos, and our videos take over an hour each to make now. So we are an hour for each video. We are 1 day and an hour, 1 day 2 hours-ish to order anything. And they're taking almost 2 million views to get those. They changed some of the icons too. Streamlined it a little bit, fixed a couple crashes I saw. So if you're having problems with the crashes and that was causing you not to play the game, if you did still want to play the game, those have supposedly been resolved, so you can get in there. We got most of our quests done for today already. We just gotta puggle it up 9 more times and make a level, and we will probably get that tomorrow morning. Kind of looking forward to it. Should be interesting, but there we go. So what else has been going on? Really enjoying doing this Star Wars Galaxies thing. It's a nice break from some of the other games that are less familiar to me. I'm pretty knowledged in Star Wars Galaxies, so got a lot of insight on that. If you have any interest in it, make sure you check it out. Even if you don't, we're going to be doing some more interesting things soon, so you can check those out too. Winding up the World of Warcraft series in the next 16 days, I believe. So that'll be done, and then we do not have to go back to Azeroth anymore. That's okay. It's not a bad place. It's just maybe not where we belong. So we will go find a new home, somewhere that suits us. So we are getting that, and this is just going to keep running, mainly because it's interesting. Maybe we'll actually play The Sims. Put that on there instead of just playing like a Sims clone. We'll actually go play Sims 4, or, well, I prefer Sims 3 over Sims 4, but I got a bunch of other games lined up that we can take a look at and check out. Playing some Software Inc. here and there, so that's pretty cool. But pretty much showing you everything there's to show you so far in this game today. Not much going on. Not much to do, and at this point it takes ages to get anything done. So even at level 17, just so you're aware, if you're not that far yet, and I can't see how you wouldn't be, you're in for a haul once you get up over about 17 to 20. It's going to start getting pretty intense. So the challenge level, the patience level, it's a little high. Just so you know. But keep clicking that sponsor eagle and keep running them videos and you'll be on your way. We haven't done much with our knowledge tree. Got shipment 3. Been working on special effects, but with the orders taking over a day, it really doesn't gain us a lot of brains to spend. So we kind of are making slow progress here, having to get 50 brains to raise it. But once we get this 4 more points, I'm guessing 200 more, maybe 250. This will be up to 10. This whole block will be complete. This whole block is already complete. What we really needed to do as a strategy is increase the ad duration, because our ads run out before the objectives run out. So our videos are taking over an hour to make now, and our ads only last an hour. So the benefits of the ad only last about 1 hour. So we need to start raising this block up. Hopefully soon. As soon as we get this done, then we'll probably start on the ad duration. And this stuff is probably the next. Puggle with better prizes, Sponsor Eagle with better prizes, core message to boost subs. I'm not terribly worried about it. I mean, once you get to 1 million subs, the only thing they seem to count for is this. And once you get to 1 million subs, you're here. And you just run your way up the tree. Oh good, they got this working too. So more people are showing up under here, because it used to just be a few people. So more people are showing up here. We can see them, even though they're not verified. We're not verified either, but it isn't going to happen. Yeah, I know Nick Knight has more subs than that. If you don't know Nick at Night, he's a real big Clash of Clans and Boom Beach player. Really nice guy. Love watching his videos. He's got so much energy. And even though I don't, I like to think of myself as a more calm gamer. Hopefully there's some interest in somebody who's not screaming at the microphone all the time like Jacksepticeye, or totally over the top like some of the other guys are. Just that wants to talk about games with you guys. And I'm hoping that I can do that for you. But not that there's anything wrong. I watch all those guys, so it's entertaining. But I like sometimes just to talk about stuff, and we can do that. So I'd like to get your thoughts on one thing though. I would like to see if we can get something together for Halloween. What games would you like to see for like a Halloween special? So if you've got any suggestions of any scary games other than Five Nights at Freddy's, because I think that series is kind of silly, put them in the comments. What's the scariest game you've ever played? What game do you find the most terrifying? Or, better yet, also, what movie do you think is the scariest movie that you've ever watched? I don't scare very easily, so I don't really think there's a game that I would call scary. And most of the scary movies don't really bother me. So trying to look it up. I can't remember. the name of the movie. I think it was, let me check this out. I want to make sure I got the right movie. Yeah, that was it. Probably the scariest movie I've ever seen is a movie that came out in 1984 called Dreamscape. And I know it's stupid, but something about that movie just gets under my skin. So most of the other games and movies don't bother me, but that Dreamscape movie would probably be my vote for the scariest movie I've ever saw. Even unintentionally scary. And I don't know, maybe it was because in 84 I was kind of young, and seeing that movie was, well, it was an experience. By myself in the theater, pretty much all by myself. I don't think anybody else was in the theater when I saw it. So there were some scenes in there that were, I'm not going to spoil it for you if you ever want to watch the movie, so don't worry about that. But there were some scenes in there that young me didn't handle so well. But it wasn't horrible. But that was probably one of the early scariest movies I ever saw. So the rest of them are just kind of hokey to me. So I don't know. Either that or, well, no, not even those. Oh well. Anyway, that's it for this episode. So remember, put your user ID in the comments so we can add you. And I only add people who ask me to. I don't just go out there and find people. So that's why I don't have many people. So if you would like me to add you, go ahead and put your name in the comments. And I will be happy to. But I'm only going to add you if you want me to. And you don't have to be a subscriber. You don't have to regularly watch my videos. If you just stumbled in here and you're checking it out, doesn't matter to me. I'll still add you if you want me to. Like I said, I have a feeling that's going to become more important as the game progresses. So if you want to play the game, gotta have some friends. Because you can get by with a little help from your friends. So we can do that. And tell me your favorite scary game and the scariest movie you can think of. And we'll try to come up with something for Halloween. And maybe we'll be able to broadcast something there for that. Hopefully my recording area will be ready by then, and I'll have time to actually get in here and finish it up. And I can get my camera set up and we can start doing that. But the lighting in here is so horrible, and I still have to finish painting. Been so busy making videos that I have not had time to do that yet. So, still working on that. But I will hopefully get on that, and we will get that done. So for now, I'm going to end this and go play some World of Warcraft. If you guys want to join me over there, that'd be great. If you don't, then I will catch you in the next video that you do watch. Till then, have a good night and take it easy.